Alright everyone, as promised, a 300,000 subscriber video for here on YouTube. First though, a couple of other milestones I actually reached in the last few days. 31,000 people are now subscribed to me on BitChute, link in the description. You should definitely follow me there. I mean, the video content's the same. Everything's auto-uploaded there. If my channel here ever got fucked by raiders and, I'm off for a week while appeals are looked at or something, you can definitely still watch me on BitChute. I'd still be upping things there. Daily Motion as well, and Steemit /DTube, links in the description. The other one, 26,000 people now following on Minds, which is important because that's a main site for getting notifications. Basically, Minds and Gab. Twitter is what I originally was using, and I still put things out there and ship posts there, but really notification-wise, they're algorithmically manipulated now too. So Gab and Minds are, I think, better. They're also rapidly growing. These sites are very healthy in my estimation. Same with BitChute. What I would say is this. First and foremost, I'd like to thank everyone and also renew my pledge never to use AdSense or anything like that. What's it called? The fucking chat feature, the live chats, the super chats. Yeah, having a brain fart there. Need more caffeine. I'll never use those. I don't believe that people should be able to pay $1 and thus go to the head of the line of free speech. I believe in democratizing free speech, just sort of the way I am. And at the same time, and again, no ads. And as well, never anything like Streamlabs. I don't mind people that use that. Like I make use of it on live streams occasionally when people have Streamlabs. Not usually, like shit posting wise sometimes. Generally, though, my standalone content, there's no reason to have ads on it or anything. So I renew my no ad pledge. You can continue to donate via Patreon. You can donate via cryptocurrency. Links, again, in the description. Now, for Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Litecoin. I know some people want me to use Bitcoin Cash and Monero. And I'm like, I don't want to have 5 different fucking lines of crypto gobbledygook in my fucking descriptions of my videos. It's not necessary. It's too long a description. I can only fit so much in there. So, give me a break at some point. But then I'd like to talk about sort of the trajectory of where I see myself heading with regards to YouTube and video hosting in general. I've decided largely not to change anything. What I'm doing, I think, obviously is working. You all seem to enjoy the standalone daily content, the 4 videos in the morning. I've thought about having like a once a week hour, 2-hour live show. The problem is getting myself to stick to a schedule like that that's more ironclad as opposed to just general. Like I get up in the morning, I can start making videos at 8:30, I can make them at 9, no problem. But if you've got a live show, it starts at the same time. People are going to get pissed if you wait an extra hour or you just randomly start 10 minutes early. People will be pissed at that. It's a little bit different because I tend to live a very libertine existence when it comes to my time scheduling. And for this reason, one thing I am going to change a little. I'm going to be doing fewer appearances and fewer having people appear on my channel. Like if I do it 10 times in the next year, I'd be surprised. And the reason is this. It gets me sort of out of my game if I have to deviate from my chosen schedule. Like I just basically, when I get up, I go with how I feel. When I feel caffeinated enough, I start making the videos. When I cover the topics that I want to cover. But when you're working with other people, there's some time scheduling involved. Something is more set in stone. Subjects aren't entirely chosen by you. The other person has input. It's more difficult for me. I like it. I like talking to HA or Matt and Blonde, some of these people. But it does get me out of my scheduling game. So I'll do it less often. Like I'm going to prioritize people I've already spoken to. I've got good relations with them. People, larger audiences. In all honesty, at some point you have to prioritize that. You have no choice. In people who want to come aboard, like Shiva, he's a fucking Senate candidate. Of course, I'm going to have him aboard. Something like that. Also, with regards to my literature, I'd like to make an announcement there too. It's an opportune time to do that. I just finished, actually, as of last night, editing a book by Vitamin from the early Victorian era, 1902, I believe it is, on the realms of the Egyptian dead. It's a fairly short 45-page work, including the foreword, of course, and the title page. So it's fairly short. I'm also working on a second work by him. I will be releasing that in the coming days. I've decided to get back into editing, but I'll be doing it more slowly. And the reason why is CreateSpace already had that one copyright brain fart before with regards to my work, even though I was just re-editing works I already had on their site. I don't want to risk that again. So I'm slowing it down. I'll take a break between works as well, like a very deliberate week-long break, solely to give time for them to address any copyright concerns, because I'm editing works that are clearly out of copyright. The problem is, if there is another work by the same title on Amazon, it will automatically come up for review. The problem is, even if I have hand-edited the work and significantly changed it, it's got my own foreword, my own cover art, my own interior format, the font's different, the language usage is different, the layout is different, everything about it's different, it will still come up as similar enough so that they assume plagiarism. So you have to go back and say, this is the actual source I used, it's a scan of the original document, dates clearly listed. The reason why it's similar is that they were using the same primordial source document, but mine is not based on theirs. You have to do that for each and every work now. It's a little tiresome, a little troublesome, but it's worth it. I still want to release 200 occult editions, but I'm not willing to endanger the roughly 150 I've already got there for a few extra works. I will be doing the 2 vitamin works through November. The first one's done. It'll be out probably, in a couple of days, actually. Maybe, early November. Second by some point at the end of November. And then also my artist is working on the final artwork for the Lesser Keys. 2 of the 4 books are already done. I've already edited and released them singularly. I'm not doing the Notoria, by the way. It's not from the same era. The other 2, the art is being done now. One of them is only 4 pages of text, so not going to take more than an afternoon to edit that one. The other one, the actual text in it's about 10 pages worth, most of it's illustration. So it won't be long. It'll be before Christmas that's released. So I'm getting back into books. Fewer live events, possibly, fewer of the interview-style events. Otherwise, I'm not changing anything. And then, with regards to trajectory, you've got to understand, the growth of this channel and of all of my presences online has dwarfed my expectations. I did not expect to hit 30,000 BitChute followers until next year. If ever, in all honesty. There was a period there, it's like, hey, BitChute could collapse. Now it looks stable. It looks like it's going to keep growing. Congratulations, by the way, to BitChute. I wish you well, and I'm going to keep using your site, definitely. And the same is true for Minds and Gab. I mean, they could have flatlined at some point. It looks like, though, the opposite happened. They're growing more quickly now. Good. I love using their sites. So they're not going to fucking censor me and algorithmically manipulate everything to hell. On YouTube, I started out the year at 190,000 subscribers. If the growth rate had remained the same as the prior year, I would have expected to be at about 270,000 by the end of this year. Instead, there's 300,000 subscribers here on YouTube, and it's not even quite Halloween. The final number could be 320,000. It's to the point where if the growth rate, but also the growth of the growth rate remains stable, I'll be approaching 500,000 by the next year. It's entirely possible that will happen. If it happens, well, I'm halfway to the final reasonable goal. Like, I'm under no illusion. The likelihood of me having 10 million subscribers at any point in human history is probably pretty low. Getting to YouTube Diamond, it's like, how many people have actually gotten to that level? A few hundred, I think? Not very many. Not very many. I think there's at least one person who got there twice, isn't there? I know that there are people who have had multiple channels hit the gold level. And silver, I think, there was one video I saw, I think the dude had 4 silver play buttons. It was insane. I'm like, what did you do? Just you got to 10 million subs and he said, oh, subscribe this channel too for no reason so I can get another play button. Then I'll smash it on camera. Haha, it'll be funny. Maybe so, I don't know. But getting at this point, I never expected to be seriously thinking about having 1 million people subscribe to me anywhere. But then again, I also never expected to sell thousands of books every month. I never expected that I'd be able to successfully branch out into alt tech. I never expected to even have a Steemit account. So I guess I underestimated myself for the most part. But since people are clearly enjoying the work, the way it is, I'm not going to change it. There's no reason to. Like, I change the fucking background sometimes, people complain. I think this one is a little bit more professional while sort of showing off me-ness. This is sort of, look around and this is sort of who I am. You've got your fucking libertarianism, you've got your, mockery of the lamestream culture. Hey, I'm on YouTube, I'm on BitChute. The Ouroboros is my logo. I like Depeche Mode. By the way, one person sent me snail mail asking what that symbol was. It's actually one of Depeche Mode's logos from, I believe, the period where they're doing, like, Enjoy the Science. I believe that was their logo in the late 80s, early 90s. Could be wrong about the timeline. I know by Ultra they had a different logo, I think, and they have a new one now. I actually like the minimalism of the peace era sort of logo that they had, which is like just straight lines. Thought the minimalism sort of suited them in their stripped down work at the time. I'm getting off topic though. This isn't about Depeche Mode. They got a lot more than 300,000 fans, and I'm one of them. No, I'm very happy to be where I am. I'm going to keep working as hard as I can. You can keep looking forward to 3 or 4 videos every morning for the foreseeable future, which means like the next decade or so. If I don't get screwed off the platform or something. Which is why, by the way, you should follow me. Links in the descriptions to all the other platforms I use. You should definitely be following me there if you like the content, cuz. Now keep in mind, you don't have to get banned off YouTube to have your fans inconvenienced. All that has to happen is some trolling raid happens, a couple of your videos get taken down, not allowed to upload for 2 weeks, you appeal it, the appeals will go through because you haven't broken any rules, but too bad for you, it doesn't even matter because it'll take 2 weeks for the appeals to go through. So for that 2-week period, of course, if someone wants to watch what you're doing, it has to be somewhere else. That's about all. Peace out.